Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day. What's a lawyer's favorite drink? Subpoena colada. Okay. Um, and I'd like to thank Bailey Richardson for joining as a Tier 1 member, bringing our count up to 139 out of 200. I do think we can get to 200. If you're interested in supporting me by becoming a member, it's as low as $5 a month for Tier 1. Just got to hit that join button under the video. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Tomahawk, Phantom, Geoduck, Bugbear. What is this today? Escrow, the only normal word here. Seahorse, Flatiron, Mortgage, Porterhouse, Boogeyman, Appraisal, Wombat, Hobgoblin, Titmouse, Chateaubriand, and Insurance. Well, you need escrow, mortgage, and insurance, and an appraisal. These is when you're buying a house, these are things you need. Mortgage, escrow, appraisal, insurance. That seems pretty obvious. I am wearing purple today, which means I have +2 to purple, and it also means I try to get purple first. So I'm gonna assume this is yellow, like a giveaway, because the rest are crazy. So we are gonna lock that in last because we're gonna try to reverse rainbow. But yeah, so let's see what else is going on here. Tomahawk, kind of throwing axe. Let's see, Tomahawk, Phantom of the Opera. I mean, we have like Hobgoblin and Wombat. Hobgoblin and Bugbear are like D&D creatures. I'm not seeing. Wait, are they? Bugbear, Hobgoblin. They're at least mythical creatures, right? Huh. We have bear and horse and mouse and bat. I don't know. Ending in mammals. It's possible. I don't know. We have a bunch of animals though. We've got Geoduck. What the heck is Geoduck? It's like GeoGuessr, but instead of finding the country or the exact location, you find a duck. Let's see. Porterhouse. The Porterhouse rules. I think that's the Cedar House that rules. Porterhouse is like a kind of wine, isn't it? This port. So maybe these are the long names for wines. Porterhouse, Chateaubriand. So you got your port, you got your Chateau. Actually, I don't know. Is that a wine? Sounds like a wine to me. The Titmouse wine. I have no idea. Shoot. This is really hard to parse. Wombat. This is one of those puzzles that some people, they open it, look at the words, and immediately close it. I've had commenters saying that it's not worth my time. Flatiron. We have so many compound words. Some of these must just be using half of the compound word. Hobgoblin, Titmouse, Wombat, Bugbear, Phantom of the Opera. Are we doing like operas familiarly? Titles of operas familiarly? We also have Boogeyman. What's Boogeyman doing here? It ends in man. Starts with bogey. It could easily be that. So many compound words. Porterhouse. Ending in TV shows. So Porterhouse, if that is port, if that is the wine, then what's that actually going with? You know, Tomahawk ends in hawk. Like, we have so many words that end in animals. We have flying animals, hawk, duck, and bat. Is there another flying animal ending with goblin? No. House, man, source, iron. I don't think so. Why did we just put escrow, appraisal, mortgage, insurance in with like these other crazy words? It's like a gimme, like, here, have a yellow. Good luck with the rest. I mean, hawk, duck, bat are all flying creatures. These two are both birds. We've got man. Humans are animals. We're also mammals. We've got Goblin, which is mythical. We've got bat, bear. This Phantom ends in Tom. This ends in horse, obviously. So horse and bear and mouse and bat are mammals. We've got hawk and duck, which are birds. We have man, house, goblin, Briand. I don't know what Chateaubriand is doing. Maybe that's like key, like figuring out what this goes with. I don't know what it is, and I'm hoping we just need to use the letters, but it sounds wine-like, doesn't it? I don't know much about wine. Flatiron, ending in elements, beginning with shapes. I don't know. It's not even, flat isn't even a shape. Flat is like, I don't know. How do you describe that? Flatiron grill? Isn't that the phrase? Flatiron grill? Or is Flatiron a golf club? Types of clubs? What else would be a club? Nothing. The heck is Boogeyman doing here? Okay, well, bogey is a term in golf. Do we have any other like partial, like if you take part of the word, it's a golf term? I know eagle and birdie are golf terms. I don't know if hawk is or duck. So like flatiron and bogey make me think of golf is kind of what I'm at right now. Maybe ending with club, like I don't know, iron and bat. I don't know. I was thinking of bat as in like a baseball bat might be interesting, like with the flat iron, but I don't think we have more like that anyway. Tomahawk is a throwing axe. Wow, this is really hard. Because I feel like we do have an ending in animals category, but we have too many of them, so we need to like figure out what the other categories are. And then hobgoblin is kind of out there. Maybe hobgoblin, boogeyman, and phantom are just like mythical creatures, but would it go with bugbear? Okay, let's just say this is green and is mythical creatures, like scary creatures. That seems reasonable. So then that gets rid of bear. We still have horse, mouse, bat, duck, and hawk. So we need to figure out what one of those goes with. We also have porterhouse, Chateaubriand, and flatiron, which wouldn't be ending an animal. Is tomahawk I don't know. Seahorse, titmouse, wombat. What the heck is a geoduck? I'm hoping we just use... So, since I don't know what geoduck is, maybe we just use it for duck. Is there something special about the animals? Hawk, duck, horse, bat, mouse? Like, could it be like Chinese... the Chinese animal years, what do we call those? If that's the case, hawk wouldn't be one of them. So I'm thinking this is purple. I'm gonna lock it in, ending in Chinese zodiac years. Oh, well, I mean, I got it, not for the right reason, but it's animals ending with animals. So I need to replace my two greens here. Because they aren't there anymore. So boogeyman, we've got the bugbear and the phantom. All right. And so that means that porterhouse, tomahawk, flatiron, and Chateaubriand are, I don't know. I don't know what these are. I'm going to guess wine just because of porterhouse, but I don't know. Maybe these are like, do I even want to guess? I don't really have a guess, but I think it's going to be blue. So I'm just going to lock it in. Oh, they're kinds of steaks. Flatiron steak, porterhouse steak. Okay, I didn't know that. Also, it was green, which is unfortunate. So I think that this is blue then. Let's just clear this out. And then we've got, no, that was yellow. Wait, why would this be blue? This is the gimme related to buying a home. Okay, let's look at this objectively. Dread-inducing figures was yellow. And then kinds of stakes was green. And then related to buying a home was blue. I really disagree with these colors a lot. But whatever. I was convinced this was yellow the entire time because it really, I mean, if I look at the stats, I'm almost positive that blue, I mean, I will look at the stats. I'm positive that blue is going to be the most common first and ever. All right. Well, I mean, I didn't make any mistakes, which is great. It took me a while to lock into what's going on. I didn't realize this was animals ending. Is Geo an animal? Since when is Geo an animal? C, wait, animals ending with C isn't an animal. Wait, what are they talking about? Animals ending with animals? Huh? I don't see how Geo, C, Tit, or Wom are animals. Oh, what they mean is that, yeah, okay, all they mean is that these are all animals and they end with another animal. So geoduck is an animal and it ends with duck, which is another animal. Seahorse is an animal and ends with horse, which is another animal. They could have phrased that a little bit better. So then I had no actual good reason. Oh, because tomahawk isn't an animal. Okay. Tomahawk is an axe. So that's why this one didn't fit in there. And that would be one way to figure that out. Okay, cool. Well, difficulty. I'm going to give this a 3.5. What's our picture here? Giving the keys to a haunted house or something? We've got bats and phantom. They gave it a 2.8. I think that's way too low. Let's check the bot. Oh, this has a 76% solve rate so far. That is way higher than I thought. All right, maybe I'm the only one who struggled. 1 in 399. So purple first is rare. That's because I went for it. So yes, blue is the most commonly gotten first, followed by green. Second, pretty evened out. Ever. It's hard to parse the ever, but people were down to either green. Yeah, okay, let's just take a look here. 8% got nothing, 7% got only blue. Yeah, I mean, blue is definitely the easiest category. Blue-green was 4%. Blue-yellow was 2%. Yeah. I mean, that's what I expected. I expected blue to be like the most commonly gotten one of the losing games. But yeah, a lot of people won today. Congrats. All right. A lot of people trying just like, what are we ending with here? We're ending with animals. Let's try all the animals that we're going to end with. Escrow. Oh, escrow ends with crow. I didn't even notice that. I just knew that it was the house thing. Okay. So yeah, like all of the mistakes are people just trying 4 random animals to end with. It's interesting. All right. What are people locking in first? Blue, green, these 4 animals: hawk, duck, crow, and bat. Ah, yes. So I was looking for 4 flying animals, but I didn't realize escrow ended with crow. So that was it. Then yellow. Duck, horse, bat. Okay, getting purple first is, with no mistakes first, is 2%, which is much lower than the 5% who got purple first in general from winning games. All right. Cool. How'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. With 5 down, mystery meat, M-E-E-T, C1 across. All right, we're going to hold off on that. Secret something? I don't know. Blank puffs, cereal, Cocoa Puffs. Bike without pedaling, say, coast. Spending binge, spree. Hoped for answer when on bended knee, I do. Secretly includes as on an email, BCCs. In a silly mood. Goofy. Huh. I don't like SF though. All right, let's not do goofy. I don't know what that would be. Empathetic words. Can I get this yet? With 5 down, mystery meat. Okay, let's get these. Spots for septum piercings. Noses. It's not I do. Yes. Maybe just yes. What's this one? Empathetic words. I care. So what is this? Mystery meat. Blind date. There we go. All right, I got a little stuck there because I had I do instead of yes. I guess I do is at the wedding. Yes is when for the proposal. Okay, got it. Yeah, you don't say I do to a proposal. I got mixed up. Loopy is in a silly mood. I'm loopy. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is chips in. I still think it's poker, but oh, I see queso. So this is dips, for tortilla chips. Okay, chip dips, tzatziki. All right, so where's our dips? DIPS. So it's something dips. I mean, we've got salsa somewhere. Okay, we have queso. We have kagu, ugak, guac. We have guacamole. We have guacamole over here. Ooh, so guacamole means that, like, see how it's going around dips? So we need to figure out what down here connects to dips. I think it's going to have to start over here because queso's here. So we're kind of caged here with queso and guacamole. So we have to come from over here. And this is tzatziki. So it's the A or the Z. I mean, I guess we could bounce off the left. Darn it. Do I have to find like every single dip before I find the spanogram? What kind of dips are these? Chip dips? I see hummus here. So hummus is here, and tzatziki is there. And the guacamole is over here. Oh my gosh. We have fondue here. I mean, I basically solved it in my head, unfortunately, because I don't know where salsa's here. So it's T. We have this Z here. I am dedicated to finding spanogram first. Sorry, this is probably boring to watch, but I'm dedicated. Tzatziki. Hummus is here. So we have this AZTRTY. AZTRTY dips. Because we've got guacamole here. We've got salsa here. This M isn't in anything. The P isn't either. Queso. Do I have something wrong? Oh, the M is part of guacamole, but this P isn't in salsa. So it's, pat. Maybe it's tzatziki uses the Z here. Maybe it's this. I don't know how to say it. Tzatziki? Maybe it's that. Or, oh no, maybe it starts with this T. Okay, so then we have salsa here. So it's this P, party dips. There we go. Jeez, that took forever. All right. Let's get the ones that we know. So we've got salsa here, which actually can be drawn in a few ways. We have guacamole. We have queso. I'm going to do tzatziki last because I'm not 100% sure how to spell that. Hummus, fondue, and I guess it has to be this. All right. I knew it looked too short. I don't know why I didn't just expand the tzatziki in my head there to up here. Anyway. Yeah, pretty easy one because I was able to find all of the words in my head before finding the spanogram, which just had to go around that. All right. Kind of a silly way to solve the puzzle, but I was dedicated to finding that spanogram first. All right, cool. Well, let's pull up the bonus wheel, see what we're playing today. All right, let's give it a spin. Looks like we're playing Squirtle. This one was suggested by Pedals6. All right, let me boot that up. All right, Squirtle. Let's just start with least. Why not? Okay, so what do these clues mean? So we haven't encountered them all yet, but the black clue, which is the L, means that it's not in the puzzle at all. We can just ignore L from now on. By the way, we're trying to solve 6 Wordles in one. So the 3 across and the 3 down are 6 different Wordles. And the clues we get tell us about where these letters go somewhere in the puzzle. So the white E and the white S and the white T are telling us, this white A, telling us that somewhere in the puzzle that letter exists, but not in the horizontal or vertical, not in the row, not in the column that we guessed it in. This A here that is orange and it points in both directions means that both the row and the column have an A in it. If we get a red with just arrows pointing up and down, then it's just in the column. A yellow with arrows pointing left to right means it's just in the row. All right, so this word has an A in it, but this horizontal one doesn't. This T is pointing both ways. So I think I want to just do all new letters. So why don't I do like group? Gives me a bunch of new letters. Wow, no C, R, U, or P. All right. And O doesn't go. O is somewhere, but not in the middle. Not in the either middle column or row. All right, and by the way, it forces us to guess in order. So we have to guess the 3 words in order, but we guess them the row and the column simultaneously. In case that wasn't clear. I want to try ending in Y. Can I get all new letters again, or do I need to use this T again? I could see if there's a T. I could see if there's an A at the bottom of this word. Oh, but then I would need an A in the middle of this one. It might be better just to get all new letters. You know what I'll do? I'll do binge. See if we end in E, because then we know there's an E somewhere. All right, no B's. We got a bit. So this is really nice because we know either this is a G or this is a G, because there's only 2 slots it's pointing at. There's an N in this word, an E in both words. Okay, so this first word, what do we want to do? I think we need to pick a word to guess here. I should probably check if this is the G. So let's guess this horizontal word and include a G fourth. So what word would do that? We want to use an A somewhere, not in the middle. Something like adage, but that puts an A in the middle. I think, well, no, we can't use an E in this word. It's white here. So what are we putting after the G if we do that? I'm actually really thinking that this might be the G, because then we can end in E. So let's actually save that for there. I don't do a guess here. We only know there's an A. We could see if this N goes all the way up here. We can see if that N goes there. Let's see. So something like AN. Oops. AN. Manic almost works, but C is black. Handy. That'll at least tell us if there's a Y somewhere. No Y in the puzzle, no D in the puzzle. Good to know. I did place the A. This N does not go there vertically. So I want to guess a GE word now. No O in the word, no A in the word. There could be an I. So we could do like IGE or IDG. No, there's no D. Ooh, that makes it actually harder to end in GE without the D. No R either. Image? No. Okay, I know image is wrong, but I think it gives me a lot of good info. So let's just try it. All right, I was right about where the G goes, but it is not an E after it. So not for the wrong reason. All right, this middle word here, we're not guessing it right now, but we know it has an A, an I, and an N in it. No E, no N. Okay. So the N doesn't go here. So AIN do not go up here at all. I wonder if it's N. No, the N doesn't go here either, because we have this N. So the N is here. Whoops. N is here or here. And then we need an A and an I. Oh, this A is pointing right. So I'd like to say the A is here. That means the N would be forced here. It could be, yeah, there's an I in this word, so this could be AIN. So what does that? Paint, but there's no P. Faint. Yes, I like faint, or at least ain't at the end, because this word has a T in it. There's an S somewhere in this puzzle. It could be saint. No, not. We can't put an S up here. Okay, so I want to guess a word with T in the middle. What else do I know about this word? It has an E in it somewhere. Here, or here, or both. There's an M somewhere in the puzzle, so I'd like to guess meter, but there's no R. But like an E on both sides could make sense. What if we end in S? Is that... I don't think that this game does that. Not in this mode. I'm not positive. Where does this M go? I don't know. What do we know about this? We know there's an I in this word. Could it be mafia? Mafia would make a lot of sense, I think. So I could try starting a word with A also, but this word has a T in it. What goes IG here? IG what? Not Y, not E, not... I don't think it's going to be an S. I'm still a little bit confused. Clearly. All right. I mean, I have five guesses left before I have to start getting stuff right, or four, I guess. But I think Mafia is right. So I think I'm gonna get Faint and Mafia at the very least. So I just have to make this guess, and then I can do Mafia and Faint. So let's see. What do we want to guess here? Probably this horizontal word, because I'm gonna get Mafia anyway. So why don't I just go for like Fates? No. Mates? Mates will let me check if there's an M vertically for the Mafia. Yeah, there is. Okay, that gave me a lot of info, but I'm going to get Mafia, and then I'm going to get Faint, just so I have those bonus guesses. All right, what did we learn? We know where this A goes. We know where the M goes. We know where the T goes horizontally, but not vertically. What is this letter? There's an A in this word. Okay, we found the A. We found that A. We found that I. We need an S in this word. It could be in both slots, to be honest. Oh, we need an N in this word as well. Maybe the N goes here then. Is it Aspen? But then this would be GP, not Aspen. Also, there's no P. Huh. What would go... Oh, we know that's not an E now? Or no, we didn't guess that one. Oh, we guessed an A there. So it could still be an E. Oh, we need an O somewhere. So I wonder if it's an O. There's not much room for O's anywhere. Maybe this word too. Where's the T go? This word has a T. So I think the T goes here. Oh, maybe thigh. Double H. Ashen. Ashen is a word. Thigh is a word. Perfect. M-O? It's not A-E-I-U. So yeah, it's M-O. Well, I can get ashen, I suppose. Okay, that's correct. So now I have to guess this vertical word. It's M-O-T something. Is it? What's this word? I'm so close. What other info do I have that I might not have used yet? Not much. This might also be an O. It's not an A. Oh, I don't know if it's double E or not. Okay. It could be an E or an O. Wotan, Wetin, Vetin. Ma. I'd love to be able to figure this out, but maybe it's motto. All right, let's do motto. Yes, okay. And then I guess here we just got to guess thing. And so what is this? Often. All right. I figured it out. That wasn't easy. That was a tough one. I got a 3 on it. That's how tough it was. I think my goal is always 6 or higher, but I don't always hit that. It can be hard. All right, cool. Well, those are the games for this video. If you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of this video. It'll take you right there. And I have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.